Welcome back to social science class. Today I am going to start a new lesson in political science. Political science is a part of social science of standard 8th, and in this part of the social science we learn about the political matters of the nation or state, such as the government and other aspects of the political science. So my dear students, be ready with your pen and notebook. Go on listening the video carefully. Note down the points whichever you feel very important, and then afterwards write your own notes in your notebook. Dear students, the second part in social science is political science. And today we are going to start the first lesson in political science, that is the meaning and importance of political science. In this chapter, we learn the very important points of political science, such as, first of all, at the beginning, we will get the introduction of the lesson. Then afterwards, we will try to understand the concept of political science. Then we will go to study about the developmental process of political science as a subject. Then we will come to study about the different political thinkers or philosophers who have given their greater contribution for the development of a new subject in social science, that is political science. Then we will understand the meaning of political science. Then we will go to learn about the very important points about the importances of the political science as a subject. Dear students, now we will begin to study about the first chapter in political science, that is meaning and importance of political science. In this chapter, I will explain you the concept of political science, the developmental process, and the thinkers of political science. Then afterwards, we will also understand about meaning of the political science. Before going to begin our study, we have to understand that the people, those who are living in this society or in this state, are living happily. People always want to live happily. For their happy life, they have created a lot of things. In the same way, they have also created a particular government which looks after their basic necessities. The government which had provided us all the public facilities which are necessary, such as schools, colleges, roads, public buildings, buses, railway, aeroplane, different types of facilities are provided by the government. Even the life of the people in this society is being secured by the defense provided by the government. All the public facilities and the security or defense facilities given to the people are given by the government. Then what is a government? The government is nothing but it is a particular administrative organ which looks after the administration of the state. And the political science, a particular subject in social sciences, go on dealing with the state and government. It also deal with the activities of the government as well as people in a particular state. Political science is one of the subjects among different social sciences. Social sciences are different. For example, history is a social science, political science is a social science, geography is a social science, business studies, psychology, philosophy, economics, and sociology. All are some of the important social sciences. In the same way, political science is also one among the important subject of social sciences. Here in this part of social science subject, we learn about the political activities of the state and government. Now we will come to look into the concept of political science. Dear students, political science is a subject of social sciences which goes on dealing with or studying with or studying about the political activities of the man. Man is having three kind of life. One is social life, then second one is economic life, and third one is political life. Before, immediately after the birth of a man becomes a social being, and he will be having his social activities as as a member of the society. When man starts earning his livelihood by doing different types of occupations, he becomes a economic. His economic life will be started. When man takes part in political activities, that is activities with administration of the government, his political life will be started. The political science goes on studying about the political activities of the human beings as a ruler or as a ruled one. Political science also deals with the state and government. Means the people are living in a state and the state is having a government. The government looks after the safety, security and basic facilities and welfare of the people. The people goes on following the rules and regulations of the government and lives happily without having any fear of others' attack. And also they will be having sufficient opportunity to do their occupation and earn their livelihood. These all activities are being studied by the political science. The political science also goes on studying about the origin and nature of the state. That means how the state got originated and what is the nature of the state, what kind of nature the state is having and how the state got existed. That everything is studied by the political science. The political science goes on studying about the different forms of political institutions. There are different forms of political institutions. Means the institution created by the government to look after the political activities of a or administration of the government. For example, central government, state government, district government, taluka government, municipality, gram panchayati, all are called as government institutions. In the same way, other government institutions are there which are looking after different facilities of the people. All these are studied under political science. Looking towards all these important points which are studied under political science, we can say that the main subject matter of the political science is to make the best study of state. That means the main matter of study that political goes on studying is the study of state. It goes on studying about the state. Now let us see how the political science got developed into a separate subject, which is called as the developmental process of political science. Political science is a new subject which was not a ancient subject. It was the matters of political activities were studied under social science previously. Later on, the political matters were started where the study of political science matter was started studying under a particular subject, that is political science. Studying about the political matters in a separate subject as political science was started by Greeks. The Greeks thinkers are the first to study political science as a separate subject. Until then, it was studied by different thinkers under another social science subject. Previous to Greeks, there were a lot of efforts made by the different thinkers to study political matters in a separate subject. For example, Egyptian thinkers, Babylonian thinkers, Persian thinkers, China thinkers, and also Indian thinkers have tried their level best to make the study of political matters in a separate subject, but they have not succeeded. They have proposed their ideas and thoughts of politics, but these thinkers were not able to get success to develop a systematic study of political matters in a separate subject. But the thinkers of Greek country became successful in making a new subject to study the political matters as a political science, as a separate subject. The Greeks have given the status of independent science to politics. Means political matters were studied were studied as political matters in a separate subject, which are called as politics. The Greek thinkers have given a separate status to these matters to study in a separate independent subjects or science. Then afterwards, it became a separate subject in social sciences. There is a greater contribution given by the different thinkers of Greek to make it a separate subject. The great contributions are given by Socrates, Plato and Aristotle. Socrates, Plato and Aristotle are the three important thinkers of Greek who have given a special status of a separate subject to the political matters or politics. These are the great, their contribution is great. They have developed this as a separate subject. First of all, we will see the contributions of Socrates. Socrates was a great philosopher of Greek. He was the first person to think about the study of political matters as a separate subject. He gave initiation to political science for developing as a separate subject. That means Socrates is the first person who initiated the study of political matters in a separate subject. Means he gave his opinions, his thoughts, his teachings to his students. He was a teacher. He gave a lot of inspiration to his student philosophers to make the study of political matters in a separate subject. It was continued by his student Plato. Plato was the second philosopher who was a student of Socrates, who has written a book explaining about the political matters in a book called Republic. Republic is a book on containing the political matters written by Plato. In this book, Plato had discussed about the nature and functions of the state and government. Means in this book, he had explained how should be a state and how the government should look after the administration of the state. All matters are explained by Aristotle in his book called Republic. Now we will come to study about the meaning of the political science. Dear students, political science is having two words. One is political and another one is science. Science means it is a systematic study or a matter of study. Political science means the study of political matters. The word politics is originally derived from a Greek word called polis. Polis, according to Greek word polis, means city-state. The Greeks made the use of politics for the first time for the study of state, because politics is a word taken from Greek word which is known as polis. The meaning of polis is city-state. So only they have given the word politics to the study of state. Politics to the subject which study the matters and working of city-state is the word given to the politics by the Greeks. In the modern days, later on, politics got to slowly change into political science. Today that subject is called as political science. Previously it was called as only politics. So what does political science study? The political science goes on studying about the origination, nature, administration, type of government, scope of the state, and rights and duties of the people. That means the Political science goes on studying how the state got originated, what is its nature, what is the system of administration followed by the rulers, and what is the type of government, and what is the scope of political science, what is the scope of the state, and also what are the rights and duties given to the people. Everything is studied in political science. Political science also studies about the present present political system. It also studies about the past political institutions. It also studies about the future political institution, their functions and theories, etc. In general, we can say that political science is the study of state, government and political activities of the people. In general, we can say that political science is the study of state, government and political activities. In the next video, we will look into the importance of political science. Thank you very much.